Hey y'all, my name is Lita Monet and I'm here with Duffy. We're
What's
about
the
to do a
deal?
mental health check-in.
Yes. What's the deal, my baby?
I'm good. What's
I
up?
can't call it. I can't call it. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Alright, so this works is just us chopping it up,
hmm
just getting each other like mental state right now. Stable, unstable, be as truthful as possible and you know, you matter right now.
I appreciate that. Shout out to Meech. Definitely we matter.
All right, so for our first question, I'm
Okay.
going to ask you, what would you rate your mental health from a 1 being the worst, 10 being the best?
7.
7. Okay, and what's the components that's making it a 7?
5 for me is like halfway. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting up out of bed and I'm doing the bare minimum. I'm 2 steps above that. I'm not. I'm doing more than the bare minimum, but I'm not doing everything that I'm expected to do, or that my habits that I create for myself
Okay.
are consistently being completed. So that 7 stems from growth, but also things that I'm working towards.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't think obviously a 10 is perfect. I'm not a 10 right now, but I'm on my way.
Okay, as long as you're on your way,
I'm
you
chilling
working
right
yourself
now.
up
I'm
there.
I'm in a good mood. Like that's a good strong 7.
Real, okay. Captain Hook. All right, so for my next question,
Mhm.
what do you wish people knew more about when it comes to mental health?
I wish they knew more than just the names and the labels. I'm bipolar and I'm schizophrenic. People hear schizophrenia and be like, "Oh my gosh, you're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You hear people, you hear voices." That's the stereotype, the
Yeah.
negative connotation that come with it. People hear bipolar and think like, "Oh, you mood switch. Like you got two face."
Mm-hmm.
While those are things that, yeah, in a sense, can be a perception of the diagnosis. That's not the overall identity that it possesses,
Right.
like that I possess. You know what I'm saying? So I think that understanding that when it comes to mental health, it's more than just a label. It's understanding what are the psychological effects that are occurring that make somebody do something, whether
Right.
that be trauma, whether that be PTSD, whether that be um, whatever it may be that causes somebody to not feel the best themselves,
Mm-hmm.
the best selves. So for me, I think that I wish more people knew about the information, the diagnosis, and the actual psychological treatment that's necessary in order to give people the right strength to bounce back.
Right.
And I think that's something that'll do us a lot of justice is just being aware.
Mm-hmm.
The more you are aware, the better off you are at understanding how to be proactive in a
Mm-hmm.
situation versus reactive.
Yeah, I like that. Only like I don't know, maybe like a good 4 or 5 people. Like if I ask them questions like, "Do you know what impulsive versus intrusive is?" They don't know the answer.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I hate when people use these words with me because it's like you don't have intrusive thoughts. You have impulsive thoughts. Like you want to cut your hair, very impulsive. Okay, you want to bang, very impulsive.
hmm
You want to jump off a bridge? All right, baby, you got something intruding your mind right now, and
hmm
that's how I like to like how the differentiation between it when I'm explaining to people is like intrusive, intruder, like beating you up.
Okay.
Impulsive, impulse, like you want to flick somebody's ear.
Yeah, that's an impulse. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
But intrusive is like unwanted.
That's a good way of looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good way of looking at it. That's a good way of looking at it for sure. I appreciate that. 'Cause I definitely be wanting to flick people ear sometimes.
Because that is so impulsive. Like everything we do is impulsive. Like wanting to run a red light, like very impulsive.
Yeah.
Wanting to drive off the freeway,
Intrusive.
intrusive.
Okay.
Like,
I done had
anything
some
that's
intrusive
like
thoughts.
okay. So need y'all to know the difference because it's very insulting to say you have intrusive thoughts when you don't. You don't even know what knowing what voices in your head mean. Like
hmm
you know.
Yeah. 100%.
So I appreciate that answer because
No.
I feel like people need to know the difference and the meanings behind it too because
hmm
you don't know what you're talking about.
No, no, for sure. Definitely, it was a good question.
Hey,
hmm
So for our next question, what's one thing that you are most proud of that made the biggest impact to you?
One thing that I'm most proud of that has made the biggest impact for me is knowing the value that I possess and not being upset when other people don't recognize it.
Okay, I like that. I like that because I can relate to that. Like, whenever I'm doing something good and somebody don't tell me they proud of me, I'll be mad as hell. Like, I did all that work.
That's something
But,
that I would say, like knowing my value and knowing that not to get upset because other people may not understand it or
mm-hmm,
may not know, because it's like it's the reason why the phrase says a diamond in the rough.
mm-hmm. Can you explain that?
To me, who like going through rough shit?
Right, nobody.
Like you willingly,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a diamond over there if you willing to
Put that
pursue.
work in. Yep.
A diamond is formed under intense heat and pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, at what point are you willing to say that I'm going to either release or I'm going to endure in order to become the precious item that I was designed to be? So my thing is,
Okay.
Lita has a gift.
Mm-hmm.
I have a gift. We're supposed to share our gifts with the world. We'll
Yeah,
do
no doubt.
ourselves a disservice by not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So I do myself a disservice by not maximizing my time on earth to serve.
Okay, I like that. That point of view is, and to tap in with that point of view, I like that. I like. That's why I just like talking to you because it's like so many people that can like they say stuff to make it sound good,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like you really be preaching what you actually
It's the
practice. Like you
truth.
see it, you do it. We see that you do it.
Yeah, it's the best way to hold me accountable, because it's like if I'm gonna sit on your podcast, your platform, and talk about these things, the first thing somebody is gonna do is click my Instagram, Google
Mm-hmm.
my name, check my background, and see is he backing up everything that he's talking about.
Right.
And I am. My thing is I make mistakes. I got plenty of mess ups if you want to look those up too. But my thing is what you're not gonna sit here and do is point the finger at me. I mean, you a sinner too. Not you specifically, but we all sinners in some way.
Right.
So my thing is, no man's bad deed, is above the next man's. So my thing is, yeah, I got my dirt, but your bathroom stink too.
Okay.
So my thing is, don't be tripping because I'm flushing and coming out of my bathroom. When I spray my Febreze, island free for island fresh.
Okay.
You walked out of yours and gonna say, you just took a shit, but you ain't sprayed in your bathroom though. I sprayed in mine. So
Okay.
hey,
I redeemed
you
myself.
feel me? And man, I say my forgiveness.
For our next question is, what did or do you struggle with the most pertaining to your mental health?
Pouring into myself, giving myself deliberate time and attention. Like I give myself away to other people at the drop of a dime.
Oh, okay.
Like I love helping people. It gives me satisfaction knowing that I can help put a smile on your face. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I can go on my way to make sure that you feel good, I'll do that every day of the week, just to know that I was responsible for your happiness. But the moment I gotta do that for myself, I'm not gonna do it because it's like I feel like why? Like why do I like what have I done to deserve special treatment when there's other people out here that I need to be serving?
I
So
feel.
it's like I battle with that. And it's difficult because you'll dig yourself into a hole trying to be there for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And the moment you need to be there for yourself, so other people can count on you, it's like a flat line
Right.
because you didn't pour into your cup before you tried to pour into other people's cup.
Mm-hmm. I felt that. Bro, when I tell you well, I'm not a people pleaser too much, like not no more. But
Mm-hmm.
when I was a people pleaser, bro, I would just do so much for everybody. When I want to say no, I would be saying hell yeah, like all right. overextending myself, and it's like I wouldn't even go get my nails did. Like
Yeah,
I wouldn't get my hair done, nothing. But I'm over here
doing it for other people.
taking people to their nail appointment.
Yeah,
Like it just didn't make no sense.
I feel like that's the reason why like I'm single too. I think when it comes to like a mental health, it's also you got emotional health, you got physical health, you got your spiritual health.
Mm-hmm.
I guess when it comes to like relationships and women, that's one area I struggle in because it's not like one, I have to be real with myself.
Mm-hmm.
We live in a day and age where the tangibles matter. I want to be a man that can provide.
Mm-hmm.
That whole 50-50 conversation, I'm dead in that. My woman, when I'm in the right position, she getting put up.
So about 50,
She take
here.
bills what?
Mm-hmm.
Sit down, take care of the crib. If you want to run your business or if you want to work and get your own pay, that's cool too. When I come home, you home too.
Okay.
When we go out, we go out. If you want to have fun with your girl, that's cool. I'm gonna have fun with my guys, but that 50-50, no, whatever girl you take care of, either I'm gonna do it, or obviously if she want to hold me down or lift me up, I should say, that's what she gonna choose to do.
Right.
But I want to be a man to provide. So when it comes to like my mental health, if I'm not in a stable position to take on a relationship, I got to be upfront with that.
Right.
And I got to be able to be upfront with my tangibles.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm 25, and at the moment, you know, what I'm saying I'm going through a transitional period in my life where it's like, yeah, I gotta chill. I gotta chill with mom for a minute. I pay rent, take care of bills. I make sure my little sister go to school. I got a little brother, two little brothers, one of my mom, one of my dad.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm watching my family grow up. I'm a big bro, but at the same time, I'm a young man. Like I'm holding my own,
Right.
running a business, working on a nonprofit. So it's not like I'm sitting on my ass. Although I may not have my own house yet, got a car, got my own car. I got a comfortable place to lay my head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching my siblings grow up. My mama is being taken care of. I'm good. I don't have nothing that I'm truly just like in dire need of. God got all my necessities checked off. Everything else is a surplus. So I look at it as like take care of yourself first before you try to open up your room for somebody else.
Okay.
If I want to live a lifestyle where I want my woman put up, I gotta have that prepared for her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna talk a good game always. I'm from Detroit. I got a mouthpiece on me. You feel me? I'm from the West Side. I'm gonna talk my shit for sure.
Okay.
But my thing is, I'm gonna back it up too, and I'm gonna also let you know like the plan ain't finished.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker started for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So it's up to her to decide on whether or not she want to be a part of that process. A lot of women will say, "What do you bring to the table?" My answer to that is, my baby. Before we even got to the table, I'm in the motherfucking woods cutting down the lumber. So my thing is, before the table get built, I'm in the motherfucking woods making sure them trees get chopped.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make sure you either have my axe sharp in the morning or make sure that dinner cooked when I get home from chopping down these trees to make sure the next table get good. So that's the difference between a nigga like everybody else and me.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know what I'm bringing to the table, my baby? I'm in the woods chopping down the tree.
I know that's right.
So my thing is the table is always gonna be prepared. So I just look at it like that, and that helps my mental health, knowing that I'm not where I want to be, but I have the hunger, I have the faith, and I have the desire to get there. You know, and I think that if men can possess that, or women as well, we can work together, especially like the black men and women, to build the generation that we need. You feel me? So, domino effect. You gotta play chess, not checkers.
Okay.
My grandma not going. My grandma ain't 50-50. She taking my granddad checkbook and she saying, "All right, I'll take care of the bills." My granddad like, "Okay." What I'm about to argue with my wife for? I didn't watch my grandparents be married for 50 plus years, and my grandma done handled that checkbook for 50 plus years. He ain't had not one issue with it.
See,
but that's a blessing.
That is a
That's the
good
blessing that you're supposed to have. A woman that can lift you up. If I'm coming home working, and my grandparents, I'm talking about like my dad's parents, true, even my mama's parents. Between my mom and my dad, they all got 3+ siblings.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, if they parents did what they had to do for each other without going 50-50, what you think I'm about to do? Start a new trend? No.
Don't
What?
reinvent the wheel.
I'm talking about like, she, oh, like, basically when I settle down, yeah, she good. She
I know
good.
that's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the girl to be like, he said he wanted lettuce on the burger, and I'm gonna be like,
Okay, you gonna be that meme, that Kevin Hart meme. You picked up by the girl.
yep.
Talk about.
Get her, boo. Right there. I know I just went on a tangent, but yeah, it was a good tangent, I think. So I appreciate you.
Having technical difficulties.
Tick, 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 tick.
All right. All right, let me stop playing something.
I had a technical difficulty.
Technical difficulty. We having tech. We having tech. We having technical difficulty. We having technical difficulties. We having technical difficulties.
We got to hop right into another question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you self-sabotage?
Ooh, Jesus. You said, what about cabbage?
My bad.
Time out. Flag on the play. Whoa. Okay, you said, how do I self-sabotage?
Yep.
It's a very loaded question. I self-sabotage by doing multiple things. It's unintentionally dumping my feelings on somebody and then expecting them to try to empathize with me or sympathize with me. It's okay, I'll tell them next time.
Around, no, like.
You know what? That was a great moment right there. I'm glad that moment happened.
Like.
Nah, just so a man just walked past the camera, and we could have easily been like, "Hey, sir, you just walked past the camera," and I could have easily just got up and I could have addressed it because he did it twice. But I'm patient right now and I'm very calm. If you walk past this camera again, I'm gonna.
You the fuck are you talking about? Your contract. Bitch, you talking.
To correct him because he may not have seen the camera, and that's not his fault. But I feel like the things that you talk about when it comes to self-sabotage, I self-sabotage by allowing my emotions to get the best of me. In that moment that just happened, I could have, like a past Dre would have been like, "Hey, bro, you ain't see the camera right there?" But I didn't because it's not about him. It's about you right now. And I'll be doing myself a disservice to allow that man to change my energy right now on your platform when you deserve positive energy. He was gonna get negative energy, but I'm not gonna give him that because I would have gave him power. I would have relinquished that power to that man, that white man, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna reserve my energy, and I feel like self-sabotaging is when you give your energy to other things, other people that don't even care about you, that don't even know what you're going through. That's self-sabotaging because you're not giving yourself space to heal. We need to heal, and I think self-sabotaging is when you unintentionally or purposely do things that negatively affect you. Self-sabotage could be drinking every day, you throwing up, and then you ask yourself, why does my stomach hurt? Well, your stomach hurt because you drinking every day.
Yeah.
You self-sabotaging. It's almost like insanity. Like you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, thinking you're going to get a different result. So I think it's just recognizing your habits. And if things aren't moving in a way that you don't want them to, you just kind of got to do your best to pivot.
Yeah. But I did hit you with a...
Yeah, you hit me with a look. Hey.
Our last question that we have for today, it is, when you think about it, have you ever been in your own way of healing?
Yeah.
How many times can you remember you was in your own way of healing?
Right now.
Right now?
Yeah, I'm in my own way of healing right now. Because...
You in your way?
Yeah, I'm in my way of healing because I'm not allowing myself time to actually focus on myself.
Oh, okay.
I'm in my own way. Like I just talked about it, like you want to talk about self-sabotage. I haven't been to therapy in a year and about 6 months. My next therapy session is March 26th.
Okay.
My last therapy session before that was January 10th of 2023. So my thing is, I'm stopping my own healing process because I know that therapy is a part of my healing journey.
Yeah.
So if I stop doing something that's proactively helping me get better, I'm hindering my growth. So that means I'm standing in my own way. So, but that's just me being transparent of my own process. So it's like, I know that about me, but I'm making my strides. Like I got my date set up. So then I gotta make my payment. Then I gotta have my session. So it's like I got 3 tangible things I can do. Step 1, contact your therapist. Step 2, schedule the date. Step 3, send your deposit. Step 4, have your session. I did 2 out of the 4 steps. I'm halfway, there. Appreciate it. How you feeling?
I feel good.
To the white man who sees this video, who walked in front of our video, we forgive you. But don't let that shit happen again, all right? We will take a monetary donation of $1,000 and donate to Lita.
And your parking fee.
Absolutely. So $1,004.95 actually.
Thank you.
And then an extra $5,000 just for reparations.
That's it?
Today.
Well, I appreciate you for coming and talking to me and just sitting down, chopping up about your mental health.
Lita know how to play chess.
We about to beat your ass.
Oh yeah, she was.
Peace.
I've been